What's good, guys? It's your boy, I Got That Juice, and we are back with another video. So, guys, look like I ain't had to wait too long. They got another video up. Oh, man. So, I'm glad to be the one to put out the video so me and you can react together. Let's watch it together, guys. I tried my best to not watch it without y'all. Because, you know, it's an urge, man. It's an urge. It's killing me. It's killing me to not watch this all day. So, you know, y'all got to subscribe. Y'all got to subscribe because I wait all day to watch it with y'all. So let's go. Let's get into it. So, it's, so now Whis seemed to put let's see, Beyond Dragon Ball Super, Whis Imprisons, Ultra Go. I don't know, Whis might have started messing with Goku mind in his training. And FRIEZA offers cooler. Something. Oh. I don't know, man. Let's just watch it because I don't know what's going on at this point. I think we just need to watch it and see what's going on. So let's do that.
As our story continues following the events of Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku now being shown having to survive one of Vegeta's Hakai attacks, as with Goku now being shown having to be on guard with all of the smoke and debris around him being—
Bruh, I just can't say this enough. I'm so glad the tails are back. Y'all know that shit made the, excuse my language, y'all know this made everything so much better. That tail, man.
beginning to dis—
Need video editing software? Go to
Oh, really, bro? Come
fxhome.com.
on, man.
I edit all my
This
videos
is
with FX.
10 minutes into
dissipate, that was when Whis went on to chime in, well. Although he appears to be badly shaken up and rattled by Vegeta's attack, nevertheless, he's still hanging in, Whis says. I can sense a deeper power within him. It was his resolve and refusal to go down to Vegeta that kept him alive during that engagement, Whis says. But how much of a toll did this truly take on his mortal body? Well, I guess we'll find out. Very good, Goku, Whis shouts. I expected nothing less from you, but as you know, this is still not over, Whis says, so stay sharp. What incredible pushback, Goku went on to say to himself. I didn't even know that my body had what it took to endure such an attack like that. Could this be what Whis was talking about, Goku went on to ask? This innate power that I feel dwelling within me. It felt as though my body simply didn't want to die, which was what pushed me into overcoming Vegeta's destructive attack, Goku says. Pay attention, Goku, Whis shouts. What did I tell you about your concentration? As it was only then from out of nowhere in front of Goku, that's when Ultra Ego Vegeta had gone in, making his way towards Goku by shouting, "Some luck you have, Kakarot! I can assure you that you won't be so lucky to survive again." But it was only within that very moment prior to making contact where once again Whis had gone as far as to notice something very unusual about Goku, as Whis went on to respond, "Oh, and there it is again. I'm absolutely certain of his potential now. It's faint, almost non-existent, but it's still there. Just barely shining through," Whis adds, "the ultimate power. His ultimate power just waiting to be brought forth onto the surface." As we only then see how as Goku went on to close his eyes, a very transparent but faint halo had appeared around his neck, as it was only prior to Vegeta having to make contact with him where Whis went on to continue, "I will need to push him to extreme lengths in order for him to see this power through. If his body can endure, that is, and if there's ever been a moment where Goku needs to push himself to his limits and beyond, it's this one," Whis says. Hopefully, this will be the first of many steps for him to get there. To where it was only then as Vegeta was shown attempting to punch Goku, with Goku being shown having to lean out of the way, where Goku had gone as far as to reply to Vegeta with his eyes closed by telling him, "No, Vegeta, I will not fall to you." As it was only within that very second as Goku had gone in opening his eyes, it was due to the overwhelming sheer force behind Goku's glare which resulted in Vegeta's body going out flying into the distance, as even with Vegeta himself not understanding as to what had just happened, that's when Vegeta had gone and shouting, "God, what is this power?" As with even Vegeta's body now being shown flying right past Broly, Broly from there went on to comment, "That was Vegeta." There it was again, Goku went on to say to himself, "What was that?" It was though it felt like my body had a mind and a soul of its own to do what it just did, but now it's gone and I don't feel that same energy anymore. But then, to the surprise of Goku, that was when Broly had gone in flying on up and meeting Goku by asking, "And just what are you doing on Vampa, Kakarot?" No way, you've got to be kidding me. Now Broly too? Well, I guess I should have seen this coming. Talk about a game changer, Goku says. Well, alright then, bring it, Broly, Goku shouts. But just know that I am not going to go easy on you, so you better come at me with everything you have if you hope to beat me. You're not the only one who can get stronger and stronger during each battle, with Broly asking, What are you talking about? You came here to fight me, Kakarot? You're not Kakarot. Who are you, Broly shouts? And what are you doing by fighting Vegeta and these other warriors on my planet? Wait, hold on a second, Goku says. You're not a clone? Is that really you, Broly? Oh dear, Whis went on to pop in. Well, I should have went and told you about this. My apologies for the sudden interruption and inconvenience, Broly. We were just going to borrow your planet here for a brief training session, but I'm glad that you actually arrived here. You may be more of use to Goku here than you think, Whis adds. For now, I want you to fall back, Broly, which Broly had done just that. As Whis went on to continue, you've done very well to hold yourself together throughout all of this, Goku. I would even dare say that you did a lot better than I expected for you to do, he adds. And although I can see that you're starting to get tired, we are far from finished, especially if you want to be fully prepared to fight the strongest, Whis says. And now then, are you ready for your next challenge, Goku? I hope you know that I will be taking everything you do, every move you make into consideration, only to use it against you in battle. Are you prepared? With Goku responding, hey, wait, you're going to be my next opponent, Whis? So, I take it that time has expired on the mirror clones I'd be facing, did it? But why you? Are you sure about this? With Whis responding, after looking into and getting a glimpse of your first opponent's power, do you honestly think you have what it takes to face Budo as you currently are right now? I was there to watch these warriors train myself, Whis says. Long ago, and remember, Goku, not everything is as it seems on the surface. Remember what I always told you. Never ever drop your guard. Always pay very close attention to everything around you. Whereas Goku from there was shown eerily quiet, it was only from there where out of nowhere, without even having to look, Goku from there was shown having to stop and grab onto Whis' staff by asking, like this, I haven't forgotten about what you said, Whis.
I don't fight for myself.
I
fight.
Come on, man.
And I didn't forget about what I'm going to be fighting for either. I'll be ready for when the day comes, and one way or another, as I continue to climb higher and higher, I will find a way to match you if it's the last thing I do. And I know this isn't the limit of my power, with Whis responding, cheeky Goku, but how do you even know that I'm actually standing in front of you right now, he asks. Are you sure that you are in control right now, or is your mind simply playing tricks on you? The staff, it's gone, Goku says. Hey, what are you? But before Goku could finish, we only then take a look in seeing as to how Goku had now found himself in a completely different location, with Goku clearly not understanding as to what is going on before him. As Whis went on to continue, now ask yourself once again, Goku, is what you perceive even real to begin with? Don't forget, one of your other opponents, if you manage to make it past Budo, is a master manipulator and a powerful sorcerer whose magic and spells are boundless. What in the world is this? Goku asks. How did I even get here? What's going on right now? As it was only from out of nowhere, we then see how a pair of chains were now beginning to wrap around Goku's arms and neck, with Goku asking, my arm, chains? How do you plan on combating something that may or may not actually exist, Goku Whis questions. Your body is strong, but your mind is not. Struggle all you want, Whis adds. You will get nowhere in the end like this, I'm afraid. You are bounded in place, and your freedom has been stripped away whether you intended for it to be or not, with Goku responding, my freedom? No, I will break through, Goku shouts. As he was only from there attempting to do just that by having to raise his power level up even more, it would only now appear as though even by powering up, this seemed to have gotten Goku nowhere, as Goku went on to respond, damn it, I can't break free. What are these? Why do I feel imprisoned within this place? These chains aren't moving, or they're not snapping. Darn it, I'm stuck. Well, powering up isn't going to get you very far, Whis went on to continue from behind. Oh, so much for remaining calm while in that form, eh, Goku? You need to do as I said. Find a way to combine the sum of the greater two in order to create the ultimate one. To merge within yourself, he says. How do you plan to face Akuma if you don't strengthen your mind as well as your body, Goku? The old turtle hermit tried telling you, didn't he? And what about if you find yourself facing off against the highest of the high, Whis questions? What then? With Goku responding, what? Who are you talking? But then, out of nowhere once again, before Goku could even finish, he only then found himself standing right before the Grand Priest, as the Grand Priest went on to address Goku by telling him, you seem confused by this, Saiyan. The mightiest and most powerful beneath the great Omni King himself is me. You know, for a lowly mortal such as yourself, Goku, I've never seen someone abuse their privilege as much as I've seen you abuse it, he says. And you did it by taking advantage of the things you have, which shouldn't have been given to you in the first place. Grand Minister, wait, how do I know you're even real and standing right in front of me right now? With the Grand Priest responding, a very good question, Goku. A very good question indeed. What do you say we find out then, just so you can be certain of the answer you are seeking, he asks. Why not just erase you now and be done with it, am I right? You won't win, so what's the point of keeping you around, he questions. Goodbye, Son Goku. May the influence you once had become a lasting memory in the cosmos. As to Goku's absolute horror, with the Grand Priest then being shown having to completely wipe Goku away, it was only from that point where Goku went on to shout, no, don't do that! What? What just... It was an illusion, but how? Everything felt so real. How did you even manage to do that, Whis? Nothing seems to make sense. Well, actually, Goku, I never moved from this spot, Whis says. What you just experienced was a reality warping technique used to trick the mind into believing the things you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch to be real when in actuality it is not. Do you understand? You can only imagine many of the other things such a technique would do to the mind, he adds. I can see that we still have a very long way to go in order to sharpen that mind of yours into being able to counter such things, but we'll get there little by little, one step at a time, with Goku responding, so this Akuma is a master of torturing the mind? Sounds like it'll take more than just brute strength to beat this guy, huh? Well, actually, speaking of brute strength, Whis says, Broly, why don't you and Goku here engage in a quick sparring match while I observe, he asks. This time, however, Broly, I will allow you to use your full power against Goku without any restrictions. Fight as though...
Hold on, guys. Fix the screen, man. Come on, man. All right, we back in business, guys.
Your life depends on it, and I want you to fight Goku with the intention to kill. I'll give you both 2 minutes until we change things up, Whis continues. Well, go on then, have fun you two. Show me what the two of you can do. As we only from there see how Broly immediately began to power up, it was only from that point where Broly went on to tell Goku, will do. I've been waiting to show you this, Kakarot. How wild, Goku says. He's definitely been keeping keeping up with his training because I can already sense that he's much stronger now than he was when we sparred on Beerus's planet. And he just keeps climbing higher and higher. As it was only then with Broly now being shown having to unleash his full power onto the surface, it seemingly looked as though the fight itself right now was about to become very intense for Goku as Goku went on to continue. Amazing. Gosh, Broly's powers truly...
This would be perfect for him because Broly know how to tap into Ozuru form. Goku, that's what we're trying to get him to do, to combine the Ultra Instinct and Ozuru. So he need to train with Broly for a little minute too. That'd be fire.
Frightening, especially now since he's able to control his power a little better than he did before. Oh, if I didn't have Ultra Instinct, then there's no way I'd be able to hold out against him. Alright then, Broly, let's do this. To where as we only then see how Broly had gone in making his way towards Goku by shouting Kakarot, Whis went on to then comment, now this ought to be interesting. Well, let's see how long Goku can last during this one. As seconds later, with Broly now being shown getting ever so closer to Goku, that's when Goku went on to say to himself, his speed. He's a lot faster than he was before. I've got to be cautious during this. As with Broly from there being shown having to connect a ferocious punch, that was when Broly went on to shout, Kakarot! And from there being shown having to literally drive Goku back deeper into Planet Vampa as Goku went on to respond, he's so strong. It's too strong to hold back. I've got to push through. I knew this would be the perfect opponent for Goku to try and overcome, Whis says, especially since Broly mainly derives from raw power and tends to use that to overwhelm his enemies. Budo's power, however, is, well, rather far above this, but it's a good start for Goku considering how Budo may want to shapeshift himself into Broly if he just so chooses to want to beat Goku around the ring, he says. As only from there emerging from the other side, that was when Broly went on to tell Goku that he's finished, with Goku responding, no, not by a long shot, come on, Goku shouts. To where as Broly was then shown having to miss each and every single one of his strikes, that's when Whis went on to continue, good, yes, very...
Sick of all the ads like this one? Just head to adskiller.com, click on Activate Now.
Very good, steady. If he can't try and match Broly in raw power, then the countermeasure using his speed is what'll get him through. Oh, these Saiyans sure are something to watch, I'll say that much, Whis continues. Broly's gotten much better since training with us on Lord Beerus's planet. But that burning desire, I can feel it beginning to swell within Goku once again. Oh my goodness, just look at the time go, Whis adds. They're almost finished and they just started fighting. To where in the meantime, as Broly was from there shown having to miss one of his punches, with Goku now seemingly locked and loaded in getting ready to now make his move, it was only from there where Goku went on to address Broly by telling him, it's been such a long time since we last battled on a serious level like this that I almost forgot what it felt like to be nearly backed into a corner like this against you, Goku says. But you lack the proper skill to finish me off for good, Broly. And right now, as we are, I am far stronger and I will show you, Goku shouts. Keep it coming, Broly! To where as soon as mastered Ultra Instinct Goku was from there shown punching Broly in the face, invisibly now being shown backing up as Broly was holding onto his jaw, it was only from there where Broly went on to respond, this form, you are strong, Kakarot, but I am far stronger! As immediately from that moment on, as Broly was shown firing multiple energy blasts at Goku, it was only as this was happening where Goku was from there shown having to dodge each and every single one of Broly's blasts, as Goku went on to say to himself, easy, easy, there it is, I got him. Excellent, Whis chimes in. Even though I can sense him getting tired, he's still as sharp as he was to see Broly's attacks coming. To whereas we only then see how Goku had now managed to get right up in Broly's face, it was only from there where Goku went on to tell him, was that your best? Because those blasts of yours were way too easy to see coming. It's over, Broly, as the moment Goku was from there shown kicking Broly in the stomach, Broly from that moment on, after having to be shown taking such an attack, was from there shown grabbing onto Goku's head. In an act of displaying tremendous amounts of resiliency, that's when Goku went on to shout, "Wait, what the?" As Broly did not want to waste a single second by from there being shown having to headbutt Goku directly in the face. It was only as Goku was from there shown having to hold on to his head where Goku went on to respond, "God, what a shot, and he's durable too. Then that just means that one of us will be chopped down first, and I've got to break him down before he does the same to me." But it was only right then and there as this was happening, when going back to both Frieza and Cooler, we from there take a look at seeing as to how both brothers are seemingly locked in a very intense battle, with two of Cooler and Frieza's top scientists having to observe the battle from a distance. It was only then where scientist number 1 went on to comment, "It's incredible to see how strong they are getting within such a short amount of time, even without the serum fully ready." As scientist number 2 went on to respond, "It's quite remarkable indeed. Lord Cooler seems to fall more in place of our durability chart, whereas Lord Frieza falls more into the category of speed and agility," he says. "Our tests seem to check out accordingly," scientist number 1 went on to respond, "and when it's done, each of the two serums will be constructed to best suit each of them based on the data collected." Oh, it's hard to keep track of their blood flow and heart rate with all of this carnage, scientist number 2 responds. "They'll either kill each other or they'll go as far as to kill us in the process if this continues. Just make sure to keep a note of everything they display," scientist 1 responds. "Every twitch, every attack, every little move should be documented and recorded for the final result of the serum once it is complete." To where only from there, as the fight itself began to intensify even more, both of the top scientist scouters were from there shown completely malfunctioning, as during the midst of battle with Cooler being shown having to uppercut Frieza, it was only from there where Cooler went on to tell him, "Thought you can outmuscle me, little brother? Your speed will only take you so far, especially once you're up against my brute strength. This round goes to me again, Frieza." As with Cooler once again being shown winding up a punch and getting ready to strike Frieza, we only from there get to see how as Cooler had gone in attempting to strike Frieza, it was only upon momentary contact where Frieza had gone in teleporting out of the way with Cooler shouting, "Why, you little brat? Where did you go? Come out and face me, Frieza!" As right before Cooler could even react in figuring out where Frieza was, we only from that point get to see how Cooler was then struck by multiple death beams from behind, as Cooler from there had gone in turning around by acknowledging his brother and responding, "And here I thought you couldn't stoop any lower. Really, Frieza? An attack from behind? Looks like someone's been trying to copy my fighting style, I see. You've gotten quite fast. Very cheeky," with Frieza responding, "Oh, I know you had to have felt that one. Hurt, didn't it? I must applaud you on your growth, Cooler. Since discovering this golden form of yours, you've managed to harden your body almost to the point of invulnerability. However, I'm still much faster than you, and with a much deadlier set of techniques just waiting to be used. But now I wanted to see something else now that we have them," Frieza says. "What do you say we give these magical little earrings here a try and see what it does to our body and power?" Frieza says. "Our final ace in the deck will be these, and just in case we need to use them, we might as well start getting used to its power and the way it works," Frieza adds, just to be on the safer side. Now what do you say? Let's see what comes out of the other side of using these Potara earrings. To where as soon as Frieza was then shown having to stick his arm out in presenting his brother with the Potara earrings, it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of the top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse manga chapter number 15 special then comes to a close. Now make no mistake about it, as much as Goku is improving, as much as Vegeta is potentially improving, it's very clear by now that both Frieza and Cooler seem to be also improving at their own pace, and with Frieza now being shown having to offer the Potara earrings to his brother in wanting to get used to its power, the million-dollar question now going forward is just what kind of entity are we bound to see emerge from the other side once these Potaras are used, as we also now make our way back to Goku in seeing as to how he is now locked in a very intense battle with Broly. The question that everyone is going to be asking now is how far along the way is Goku going to go with Broly before Whis decides to once again switch things up in making Goku's training that much harder than what it is now, to where...
Oh, man, bruh. every time we get good, I understand you trying to keep feeding us in, but there's no need. I'm gonna watch it regardless. Like, just play it, man. I want to see what happens next, bro. I bet their transformation gonna be so fire. Man, I would love to see that. I can't wait till the next one come out. Man, can't wait to Goku get his next transformation too. But guys, hope y'all guys enjoyed the video. Man, it's getting so good, man. It's getting there. I know, right? Sucks. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Come on, subscribe, man. Subscribe. Run it up. And holla back. Peace.